Viola Rules here, and welcome to the final game in the Trilby Chisel Mythos series, 6 Days of Sacrifice. Um, so yeah, let's hop right in and see what happens in this game. So, yeah, this intro part, I've already tried recording this 3 times. This intro part is just a slight recap of what happened in all of the other games. This part talks about how the body of the Bridge Keeper was destroyed, the soul was destroyed. Today the mind of the Bridge Keeper shall meet with its destiny, and I shall see the bridge extend between the realms, and the many children of the king shall leap and dance and sing praise in his name, for great is his wisdom and his benevolence, the book of the bridge. So I guess they're going to try and take on the mind of Defoe, which is extremely dangerous. And this is just a side-by-side recap of 5 Days of Stranger and 7 Days of Skeptic, which were the last few games we did. Trilby's Notes is not referenced here, but Trilby's Notes was more like filler between these two, as like a way to explain how Defoe got into space. So I'll give you guys a chance to just sit here and watch the recap. So there goes the destruction of the body of the Bridge Keeper, which I'm guessing we'll find out more about the Bridge Keeper thing, because this is the first time I think it's been mentioned. Well, no, Linkman did mention something about the king being brought into the real world or something like that before he failed and the prince turned him into a puppet. So let's see what we got. 196 years later and 196 years earlier, so we're right in the middle. So 196 years after 5 Days of Stranger. Who's this? Ophthalmology? Left click to walk, right click on hotspots to open the menu. So same exact controls as the last game. You right click and it brings up your inventory and you can look at things, touch, converse. But something that's different is that we have a journal and a cell phone now. Which I guess that'll come into play later, I suppose. Some woman's magazine put here to help visitors pass the time, I guess. Okay, what's this? I don't think I clicked on the right thing. Some kind of pamphlet on ophthalmology. That's the religion of whose headquarters I'm currently standing in. Religion? Okay. So we have a new religion, it seems. So let's take the pamphlet and look at it. I'll add it to my journal. To reread items in your journal, click the journal button at the top menu and right-click the journal icon in your inventory. Life becoming a struggle, need a guiding hand, want to be part of the world's fastest growing family? Ophthalmology is a religion catered for you, taking the best parts of all previous religions to make a great new way of thinking. Join ophthalmology today. Not entirely sure how that works, seeing as religions are really different from each other, but whatever. Oh, hello. Are you Mr. Garrett? Get out of my way, fool. Mr. Garrett, I'm from the county council. What? My name's Dockaby. I phoned you a week ago about running an inspection of your facilities. Oh, yes, I remember. The council has been informed that you may be extending your premises without planning permission. I just need to take a look around to make sure you aren't. Is it completely necessary? Just a precaution, entirely routine. Could you come back another time? Well, no, actually. I have to get this done before the end of the week, and this is my only free time slot. I see. Is there a problem? No, not at all. Well, why don't I take you up in the elevator and we can tour the building? I'd be obliged. Okay. So I guess we'll get to see the building itself now. Or, where's the... Or not. Okay. Well, he's definitely dead then. So who's our main character if not him? Because there's no way he survived that fall. Day 1, July 24th, AD 2189. I have told you, I have no idea who he is. Then why should you care? I'm a doctor, for God's sake. It seems terribly convenient. Hey, it's Trilby. You don't think if he was our agent we would find a way to get him down here without smashing him to pieces? A broken neck is not something I call convenient. Don't think me a fool. He arrives now, of all times, and you insist it's a coincidence? What else could it be? Ugh. He's awake. Can you hear me? Do you know your name? Can you tell me your name? Dockaby. Theodore Dockaby. My name's Samantha Hardy. Oh, she's a Hardy. What's happening? How much do you remember? Hey! Stop talking to him. I don't want either of you saying another word until my employer gets here. Trilby's in a bad mood today. This man is seriously injured. He has to be returned to the surface and taken to a properly equipped hospital. I will not tell you again. No one leaves, no one breathes a word until my employer tells me what is to be done. God damn you. Not a word. Okay, so we can't really talk to each other, but apparently Theodore survived the fall down the elevator shaft, though just barely it looks like. So, let's talk to Samantha. Samantha looks at me questioningly. Mouth the word employer. She points at me, then mimes cutting her throat meaningfully. Okay, so we're going to talk through mime, I guess. Point to the guard. Samantha shrugs and shakes her head, indicating she doesn't think she can reason with or defeat the man. Of course not, it's Trilby. He tangled with death, and Trilby's notes in one. Though, I am sort of confused on how he's still here, because he's not immortal the last time I checked. Point to the north door, which she shrugs. Okay. Point to the console. She shakes her head and mouths the word password. Okay. Point to the privacy screen. Samantha shrugs. She has no idea how to activate it. Mouth the word password. Samantha shrugs. She has no idea. So she doesn't know what the passcode is. Let's look at the door real quick. It seems that something is banging on the door from the other side. And Samantha just shrugged when she went to look at it. Weird. Looks like an official memo. The bottom half has been burnt off. How do we know that? We can't see that from where we're laying down. Anyway, let's take a look at the guard. A tall and athletic man, physically in his early 30s, wearing absurdly old-fashioned clothes. Old-fashioned. That's funny. So we have a list of options we can say to the guard. Please, quiet. You can explain yourself to my employer when he arrives. Okay. So, maybe this one? Okay, he's just going to say the same thing. So I'm guessing the first three options just have that effect. Let's try this one. What's the matter now? His condition may still be degrading. The facilities here are very understocked. Move aside. I'm going to check him. Okay. That seems important for some reason. I can click on the guard again. Can I take something from him? I take the slip of paper from his pocket while he leans over. He doesn't seem to notice. Haha, pickpocketing trophy. That made me laugh. I don't see any problems. I see a lot of problems with him. Like, you know, about the fact that he's like 2/3 of his body is broken. But we got paper, so let's give it to Samantha, I guess. I palm the note to Samantha. She glances at it, then nods in understanding and pockets it. Okay, so what exactly was it? Oh, the thing about not knowing the password is gone. Okay, great. So, does that mean we can work the console now? She points at the privacy screen, then at the door in the north wall. Okay, so we want to do the privacy screen first, I guess. Privacy. That won't help you. I can't see you, but there's only one way out of there. I like how the privacy screen just says privacy on it. Oh, that made me laugh. So, oh, hello. there. You. I remember you. Yeah, I remember him too. And, what's going... Oh, God. Don't look. But what's going on? Don't look! Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Well, looks like we're loose again. Can you walk? Just about. It hurts a lot. How much do you remember? Look, I'm just a council inspector. I was sent here to run an inspection on the building. Some lunatic upstairs pushed me down the elevator shaft, and I wake up here. Could you please explain to me what the hell is going on? You fell to the very bottom of the shaft. You are now within an underground laboratory complex. Okay. What do the ophthalmologists need it for? Ophthalmology is a front, a money-making, crowd-pleasing facade to disguise the true organization. Which is a cult. They call themselves the Order of Blessed Agonies. Oh, okay. A bunch of masochistic freaks who worship some mad death god. Okay, so why do they have a laboratory complex? Do you mind if I ask? Why were you sent to inspect the building? The police told us they received a tip that the cultists were building something. Since they didn't have planning permission, I had to see if there was any truth to it. It seems there was. This complex isn't documented in any of our records of the site. Okay. I think you better talk to Janine. Who? I have a feeling you're the person she's been waiting for. Who? I thought exactly. The other prisoner. She and I were being held captive down here by one of the cultists. Okay. You mean the man who was guarding us? Where did he go, anyway? The man in the hat was just a mercenary, I think, hired to guard the place. Our captor is still around somewhere. Janine and I only just escaped from our cell this morning. We were looking for a way out when you arrived. I dragged you in here and the guard found me. We've got to call the police. No can do until we get to the surface. Something's blocking our communications. But with the three of us against one man, we should be able to negotiate our way out. Janine's supposed to be finding us some weapons. Find her. I apologize for placing a burden on you in your current state, but I have urgent matters to see to. Dr. Hardy, what happened to the guard? What was behind the door? Why didn't you let me see? Find Janine. Once the cultist is our hostage, I will have time to answer all your questions. Wow, she really is a Hardy. She has the attitude. So yeah, say hello to our completely crippled protagonist, Theodore Dockery. Well, this is going to be fun, but I'm going to leave this episode here. If you enjoyed this episode, give it a like. Also be sure to like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter, both of which will be linked in the description below, and subscribe for more. And if you are subscribed or a new subscriber right now, be sure to hit that bell icon so you get notified of when I upload videos. This is Viola Rules, signing off. Talk to you later.